Welcome to Restaurant Aets. Aets means family or clan, just like Germanic and Scandinavian Viking tribes lived in families or clans, so do the runes. So in my bowl here, I have the rune set of 24 Germanic runes. And then later in the message, I will peel off the 8 runes that do not apply to the younger rune set. That would be for my Danish and Scandinavian Viking era ancestors. So then we'll see how the message could potentially change when I pull those 8 off that are not in the younger rune set. So tonight we're going to do a rune master spread. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to know what's in our distant past, please. Our distant past is Thor's hammer. Okay, we are done breaking out of stagnation. Gotta love that. Okay, what's recent past? Oh, 2 runes. I'm looking for 1. We have the horse rune. Okay, and that is all about connections from a spiritual plane where you're thinking more with your heart rather than your mind. This is the Ewaz rune. It looks like horse ears. So looking at boundaries and freedom. Okay, so maybe that works. You know, you had somebody push your buttons. You had to establish some boundaries, get some freedom there, too confining, not acting appropriate, protecting yourself. What's the present? The present rune is all about Algis. This is the protective rune. Okay, so your ancestors, your spirit guides are protecting you at this time. It's a period of recovery. They're helping you. They're shielding you. You might really be connecting with them in prayer. This is like the antenna connecting to source, the elk antlers. Present tense. Okay, let's look at the near future. What's going on? In the near future, I have to look at this carefully. I believe this is Swahilo. This is all about victory over your passions. This is the lightning rod. This is energy, success, self-control, self-mastery. Awesome. Let's look at further out in the future. What's going on? Ooh, this is Odin's rune. This is Ansus. This is all about communication, wisdom, love, friendship. Okay, awesome. Let's look at the overall theme for the message tonight. Oh, goodness sakes. Let me grab that rune. That one just popped right on out. Evidently, it wanted to be heard. Okay, this is thinking with your mind. And this is community. This is man. So we're going to stick that one back in. Maybe it'll resurface. But the theme tonight is Wanju. Wanju is about satisfaction. So you have joy, happiness, success. Okay. This is the 8th rune on the physical Aett family. So 1 through 8 is the physical or the material, practical, earthly matters. That family, clan of runes, this is the 8th one. So you have arrived in joy and happiness, satisfaction. That's the theme for tonight. Okay, let's look at the blockages. Potential blockages. This is Fehu. This is all about money, cattle, trust, gain, offspring. Beware of fraud. So really protecting your assets, I would say. Whatever boundaries, were broken before, really protect your assets. What's the guided message tonight? What are the elders saying? What's the helpful tip here? Oh, that's 2 runes. We just need 1. The helpful tip is Ingwas. This is the hearth rune. This is like the DNA rune, I call it. This is more the male energy of fertility. So they're just asking you to yield to good investment. This is all about um, prosperity, luck, gestation, cocooning, being creative. Take some time, put some pause, get some creative energy going. Okay. Now we're looking at the past theme. The past theme that we had is Berkano, and that is the female energy fertility rune. This is more about motherly love. So that makes sense. Maybe we were overgiving. We had to break out of that habit. I think we talked about that before. We had to set up some healthy boundaries, get freedom, protect your assets. That's all in the past over here. Okay. What's the future theme, please? The future theme is Gibo. This is all about hospitality, giving and receiving, the male and female energy here. So being generous. My Germanic grandmother, you've heard me tell this story a lot of times. She was all about hospitality, man. Because the cautionary tale on this rune is if you didn't take care of others, you could end up in poverty. So it was always important to take care of the tribal community, right? So, future theme is give and receive, show hospitality, have self-mastery, self-control in that, really communicate about that, and use your investments wisely. Make sure you have good yield. Okay. Present term is total satisfaction, and you're connecting with source. So maybe you're manifesting into this positive realm. I know I've been working on doing some of that for myself. So it makes sense. Don't always give and be taken advantage of. Protect what's yours. Protect your assets. Because you can't take care of others if you can't take care of yourself. Bottom line. Okay, this Aett is the practical and earthly matter. That's the clan group there. We're going to put them in their clans now. This is the earthly, this is the emotional and mental clan. Okay, we can't reverse these. We have to grow through them. Can't be taker-backers on that one, basically. Can't skip it. You have to grow through it. Okay, and then this is the spiritual clan. So this is the spiritual Aett. This is all about connections, creativity, regeneration, more of the spiritual realm. Okay, so now let's take a look at our runes. Let's see where they fall into all of this. Okay, that's Fehu. This is Wanru. This is here. This is there. This is communication. Swahilo. And then this one. Okay. We do not really have a divine message on the clan perspective, meaning we don't have vertical 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6, 7. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, skipping 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runes on the practical and earthly matters. So that's really where you need to concentrate, because we have 2 in the emotional and mental Aett, and then 3 on the spiritual Aett. Okay, so overall, no run of 3 or more on a clan or a Aett family either. We have 2s, but not a run of 3 or more. So look at your assets, break out of stagnation, really communicate your perspectives and what you're going. Don't be afraid of giving and receiving and showing hospitality, but it needs to be mutual so that you can have satisfaction. Okay? Connect with source, get self-mastery and self-control, victory over your passions, show motherly love to others, think with your heart, not just your mind, to do the betterment of the community overall. And then make sure you have wise investments yields. Really shelter and protect that, cocoon that if you need to. Okay. Now let's look, this is the Germanic Aett families. What if I took off the runes that do not apply to the younger set? Again, the younger is the Scandinavian, think Viking era. They are the oldest runes. Sometimes the emblems are a little, or the symbols are a little different, but the messages tend to be pretty close in matching. But let's peel those off. So out of the 24 Germanic runes, there's only 16 in the younger. We need to peel off 8 runes out of that rune set. So we would not have Gibo. We would not have Ranju. We would not have connecting with source Algiers. We would not have thinking with our heart and establishing boundaries and freedom. We would not have the hearth with protecting and sheltering our yields and our good investments. That makes a significant difference. We still have more of the practical and earthly Aett family represented here. We have 3, 1, 1. Okay, so if I was reading the Aett rune tonight, what would the message be? Look at your assets, protect them, beware of fraud. If you need to break some rules, go ahead, but use calculation strategies. If you break the rules, it might weaken you, but if you need to break out of stagnation, just be calculated about it. Don't get a wild hair and whee, and then regret it later. Okay, this is Zeus. This is Odin's rune. Beware of debts and temptation. Really look at wisdom, love, friendship. Really communicate. Then you will have self-mastery and victory over your passions. You'll have self-control. And you'll be able to share what you have in a motherly love scenario where you're taking care of others because you have extra you can freely give. Okay, that's the message for tonight. I hope that helped. Hopefully you can work on the runes that you need to work on in your own personal life, and maybe the message hit you with past, present, future, or the whole combination, or maybe there was something in the clan family that you saw that, yes, I really need to work on my physical Aett, or Aett if you're Scandinavian, emotional, mental growth area, or the spiritual growth area. So bye for now, and we'll talk to you soon.